Welcome back everyone to some more Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. My name is Blue Aura Master. Last time, we were making preparations for our journey to CitaDark Isle. Our Nuzleaf and our Vibrava finally evolved. We got new moves for our Pokemon. Crane gave us the Master Ball, and with the awesome help of Mackin and Purr, they completed the modifications for the Robo Kyogre, giving us a way to journey to that place. With that being said, let's go ahead and make our way to CitaDark Isle. Right off the bat, very cool. Very, very cool. So, hello there. Good guy or bad guy? Hey, you, that thing you're riding on. It's kind of cool. Cool? Understatement. I have this feeling I met you in a port somewhere, but I don't give a hoot about that. I do have a problem when someone shows up here without passage on our boat. I mean... Okay, absent. But that does beg the question, what's stopping anyone from stealing it? Unless it's... I don't know. Unless our snag machine's like the key or something. I'm pretty sure anyone could take it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get these battles started. So, level 33. Okay, not the worst. So we are definitely prepared for anything and everyone getting in our way. As much as I love the color blue, between Groudon and Kyogre, I actually like Groudon's design a lot more than Kyogre's. I mean, Kyogre is very cool, definitely. But when they got their primal forms in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, honestly, I just like Primal Groudon a lot more. Just the level of detail on him is so cool. I mean, Primal Kyogre is also pretty cool, but I feel like with the kind of design that it has, there's only so much you can do with it. So, Primal Groudon, definitely cooler. But I love that all three of their shinies with Mega Rayquaza, they are all black and gold color. So freaking cool. And out of the Hoenn games, yeah, Ruby was the first one. Eventually, I did get all three of them. My parents were awesome in getting them for me as the years went by for Christmas. But yeah, as the irresponsible kid I ended up losing all three of them. But yeah, I do plan to pay them back for just being so awesome and doing that for me. Really, they were some of the best gifts I had gotten from them. So, this one goes out to my folks. We got two Shadow Pokemon. We got Golduck and Sableye. Let's go ahead and set up a light screen just to be on the safe side and be seeing mist. So let's go ahead and use Call Command. See if that'll help us out. Because at the levels we are at, we're more than likely gonna one-shot these guys. So I'm thinking... So do we use Thunderbolt on Sableye and Psychic on Golduck? Maybe that won't be enough to KO them, but let's hope for the best, because, yeah, definitely have a more offensive team here. So let's go ahead and use Sing, so Golduck will stop using Shadow Wave on us. Okay, let's see here. Nope. Okay. Thank you, Electrode, for not knocking him out. Okay, there we go. That's how you do it, Gardevoir. Okay, but a Psychic from a Gardevoir more than likely might take out Golduck, so Okay, I mean, if we knock it out, we knock it out. So we can always capture it later on. So, let's see. Do we still have Great Balls? I'll use just the one Great Ball, and if it fails, then it'll just be Ultra Balls from here on out. Gotta bring our A game here. Yep. Okay. Yeah, just pure Ultra Balls. I don't want to be wasting time and using, like, the weaker balls and just failing on us like that. Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Net balls should be good enough to capture Golduck, so we're gonna put Sableye to sleep this time. Never mind, he's paralyzed. Okay, so in that case, let's see here. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball Sableye, and we'll still sing on Golduck. We can only throw one ball per turn, so since he's paralyzed, let's take care of him first. Perfect. Speaking of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I will be playing those games in the future one day. Just need to figure out how to get a 3DS capture card myself, and or see if maybe possibly they have an emulator. Besides, like, I also don't want to, like, erase all of my save data on my cartridge. There's way too many Pokemon I have there that I do not want to let go. Not at all. But okay. The kid's tough. Darn it, I've got to report this. Quick, push him into the lake of... Okay, but no, we don't have to do that. Okay, Nose Pass is purified. Perfect. We're not going to be taking care of that right now. It'll be, like, off-screen. That I purify our guys. At least I'll... Once we get access to a PC, we'll just swap them around. Okay, and what about you? What do you have to say? Huh? How'd you manage to get to this island? You wrote that here? That's awesome. Even Mr. Varric, the world's richest man, doesn't have one of those. Oh, aye, it excites the sailing man's heart in me. Listen, how about letting me take a ride sometime, huh? No. Oh, now, come on. A luxury cruiser's fine and dandy, but for real. Sailing man? But for a real sailing man, a tough and wild boat's the ultimate, am I right? So come on, fellow. Think it over just one more time. No. Okay, fine. That's right. That's the spirit of the man of the sea. I don't know if this is much of a thanks, but I found this in the ship. Okay. I'm more surprised that your ship managed to get here. Like, isn't it... Didn't they say that this place, you couldn't reach it by air or sea? So pretty much, yes, we are riding a modified boat to get here. Okay, can't, it won't open already. Yeah, we rode a modified boat to get here, so... Oh, and... Oh, well. But good thing we have this right away. I'm gonna go ahead and swap out that nose pass real quick. And we move forward. So this is Cypher's lair. Okay, where are you? Here you are. We've almost, come on. We've almost purified everyone that we have here right now at our disposal. Right now I'm trying to purify the more grass, water, and fire. Considering they're like the easiest combinations for the tempo power. Huh, Spinnerack, eh? Or can't we... Wasn't there a way that we could, like, change those? I don't... Huh, I guess not. In that case, I think Hypno would be better here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alrighty, so where to first? He usually never leaves the Luxo cruiser. Where's he off to in such a hurry? Oh, I know. You chased him off. Haha, just joking. Wanna race me? Okay, Fergie. Huh. Fergie. Now I remember where I listened, wow. Heard that name before. Anyway, so, 2 birds. Satsu and Dodrio, and Dodrio's a shadow Pokemon. I have never really used Dodrio either. Like, I think he is also pretty strong. He's pretty fast. He hits pretty hard. Speaking of which, we should set up a Reflect, actually. Can't really use Sing. I'm pretty sure he does have Early Bird, if I'm remembering his abilities right. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I've never really used Dodrio either. There's a lot of Pokemon that I haven't really used, and I definitely should change that for future Let's Plays. That's for sure. Have more variety and just, have more, you know, give more Pokemon the spotlight, that's for sure. The last main series Pokemon game I played was, yeah, it was definitely Scarlet and Violet. Honestly, I feel like Scarlet and Violet was better than Sword and Shield. Can't really say I hated Sword and Shield, but it was definitely lacking a lot. It was definitely lacking, like, motivation, you know? Motivation, like, actual good storytelling plot. It was just pretty much watered down Sun and Moon. You feel me? Because, I mean, with Necrozma, you know, from Necrozma, the Z crystals came from him, and Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing came from Eternatus, so same concept right there. So Sword and Shield was definitely a letdown. I would consider it like the worst main series games out there. And I know many people don't like Sun and Moon. I honestly thought they were pretty good. I think they're pretty good. Definitely room for improvements, but I didn't hate them. I did not hate them. Okay, so now we got Eradicate. I don't think a Thunderbolt will take you down. And Dodrio, I feel like I should swap out to someone else because, yeah, Dodrio's kind of frail, so let's send out Vaporeon. And with Scarlet and Violet, I mean, I definitely do like that pretty much the game is open world. You basically take on the gyms in any order that you want, but of course, ideally you want to be at your own level cap. Because even if you went like the opposite direction, like where you spent all your time grinding, and you're taking on the hardest gym at the beginning and then the weakest one at the end. I don't know, it's kind of funny to me to think about that. Anyways, let's use Water Pulse. Test out your new move. And as of the day recording this, it's February 7th. So I've heard that we're getting Generation 10 soon. I think they're called Winds and Waves, something like that. So I honestly have very little hopes for main series Pokemon games at this point. Because, being completely honest, like, I know they're trying to appeal to the younger generation, which, okay, fine. Like, at the end of the day, Nintendo's a business. They gotta satisfy, no, not satisfy. What's the word that I'm looking for? They have to appeal to new audience. That's what I'm trying to say. They have to appeal to the new audience, to new players. But honestly, it's just like what happened to us veterans that started from the very beginning. Like, give us something. And I haven't played Legend CA yet, but I've heard that it's a game not worth getting. That it's lacking a lot. And considering how fantastic Legends Arceus was, I had high hopes for ZA, but hearing that it's lackluster at best, like I'm very disappointed, honestly. I will play it in the future, definitely. But I didn't mean to do that. But I didn't buy it at the beginning because I really am just trying to, you know, save my pennies. Definitely went poor for the month that I didn't have a job. But definitely do want to play it myself one of these days, just to go ahead and like get a fresh perspective. Even if you make the argument that, yeah, Pokemon's been the same formula for many years, okay, cool, but like, you gotta, oh, I've been crushed. You gotta give us something to make them stand out more. Reason that I love these two games so much, like the Shadow Pokemon concept is just so good and unique. Like, give us something else. You're pretty decent, so who are you? Huh? I guess it doesn't matter. Wow, thanks. And, okay, Tangela is purified. Do you say anything else? You're pretty decent, so who are you? Oh, okay, yeah, you say the same thing, and I didn't mean to press that again. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and heal, and we'll go ahead and swap out Tangela. Yeah, so that's where I'm coming from right now. I have very little hope. I may or may not purchase it. It's gonna be a big depend, but it's pretty much like, okay, I wanna, you know, I want to live the game for myself, and like, is it as bad as people make it out to be? Okay, I'm in the wrong box. And, okay, here we go. Work with me, controller. Okay, there we go. And let's go ahead and purify Golduck now, so we can get that trifecta. At, oh, okay, and you're strong against Vampy as well. Perfect. So yeah, that's basically what's going on right now. And I don't know. I mean, Pokemon will always and forever be one of my favorite franchise, and actually my actual favorite franchise. I just have way too many memories with it. But at the same time, you know, like, there's nothing stopping them from, like, doing, like, giving us some extra flair, you know? Something more unique that makes every game you like stand out on their own. I should be swabbing down Master Greevil's Luxo Cruiser, but I'm completely lost. What is wrong with me? I've got to buck up and focus. Hey kid, what say we battle? Sure. You're a big-hearted kid. I'll show my respect and go all out. I would expect nothing less. Galos? Or is that Golos? Golos? Anywho. So, yeah. Anyways, I think I've rambled on more than enough when it comes to that. But definitely, like, we just give us something else, Nintendo. Just saying. I guess one more thing that I wanna touch upon, and yeah, we'll go ahead and just move on. With Scarlet and Violet, so I've heard mixed feelings about the game. Frankly, I think it's really good. Not perfect, but it definitely has a lot going for it. And spoiler warning, in case if you haven't played the game for yourself, what I really loved about it towards the end was definitely the final boss. The final boss against, his name was like Arlen, I think. I forget his name, but against the lead professor. Against the professor. Man, why am I blanking? Well, against one of the professors. You know who I'm talking about. It's either the mom in Scarlet or the dad in Violet. But like, basically that they brought Pokemon from the past or the distant future is very interesting. And what makes this, that was good. You shook me up. Now swap the poop deck. I don't back talk to any tough battler. Awesome. So that final battle is very awesome. for a multitude of reasons. First thing being is, maybe are you someone suspicious? Funny. First thing is that I like the detail that the professor has all of their Pokemon captured in Master Balls, which makes sense because being Pokemon of the past, you don't know how resistant they're going to be to like modern day Pokeballs. And so with something that's completely foolproof, the fact that they have more than one, it's just like, dang, they've been busy with fabricating these things. And so, and they technically also have a full team of like, yeah, if I'm remembering, they have normal Pokemon, well, modern day Pokemon, then a team of Paradox Pokemon, and then finally the cover legendary, which very cool, very cool. Like no other trainer has that many Pokemon in their party to use for consecutive battles. I mean, yeah, you could say they swap with a portable PC, but anyways. But the icing on the cake with that final fight is that you're about to escape, right? And the professor's having none of that. They lock you in with them, with their paradox machine, their time machine. And not only that, you can't fight your way out of that because with a special program, they seal off access to your Pokeballs. Only those with the professor's registered trainer ID are able to call on their Pokemon. So like that is so genius. And I can't believe no other villain in the past has even thought of that. It just makes so much sense. How exactly are you gonna fight back if you can't summon your Mons? And when you think all hope is lost, your own Miraidon gets over their fear and takes charge. Wow, I didn't expect to lose. You really were someone suspicious. And what makes that and that battle I really like as well, because like I didn't even need to think over it twice, because it is confirmed to us that this Miraidon did belong to the professor. So it's like, okay, only with the professor's trainer ID. Well, who do we have with us who fits that criteria? Yeah, it's that moment of realization that you're like, but we still have a Pokemon that you gave to us. And now that he's finally fully healed? Yeah. So cool. You look suspicious. I won't let you go on. And it's just that moment of, you know, like, it's almost... Okay, to make it short, because I'm blanking. I don't know why. Well, maybe because it's midnight, again. Just that sense of hopelessness that you got. That you can't summon your Pokemon. And you're pretty much facing down what's pretty much the king of the Paradox universe. Well, the Paradox times. Against all of those Pokemon. It's just a cool fight. And I think it's executed very, very well. I like Scarlet and Violet more than most other players that I've asked amongst my friend group. And one of the main reasons is definitely that final boss. Final boss is so cool. And yeah. But anyways, that's my opinion on Scarlet and Violet. And you know what's funny? I have yet to play the DLC. More so because it's also because I'm broke right now. Definitely will play it in the future. Just for like on my own. There's so many games I just want to play, but right now I just can't really budget a lot of them. Like heck, right now I finished the main story of Digimon Time Stranger, but I have not purchased the DLC because I am seriously just trying to save up money. You know, priorities. But all in due time. All in due time. Ah, you're so strong. All I can do is laugh about this. But still, there's a whole lot of other games that I want to go ahead and play. I definitely want to upload for YouTube, play in Twitch, etc., etc. But all in due time. And once we're done with Cyber Sleuth and XD Gale of Darkness, I already have a few games in mind that I want to play next. Why did that make me laugh? Is there another door over here? Okay, no. We're just gonna go ahead and make our way around again to take the long way around. But this definitely has been my favorite hobby to do right now. Just playing, recording videos. It's just a grand time. And let's see here. We just have to go down here and up here and bring it on home. Oh, you are so that little boy who ran off with Professor Crane. Because of what you did, Master Greevil was so angry. It made everyone miserable, and it's so all your fault. But it's okay now. We didn't need Professor Crane anyway. I just so needed to be serious just a little tiny bit to get XD001's final adjustments just right. It is so perfect now. Purification will so not work on it ever. I'm so amazed because I am so a genius. Oh, you want to see my XD001? Oh, so sorry. That is so not possible. Why? Because I am so going to defeat you, little boy. Here I come.